Legislators pledge legislative support to JAC. Nigeria Immigration Service checks irregular migration, deports 61 foreign nationals in August. Jordanian gunman kills 3 Israeli soldiers in West Bank. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening, I'm glad to have you join us on the news tonight. My name is Maureen Stone Enijoke. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Onyeka Chukwu-Ibezim has urged leaders of riverine local government areas and communities to educate their members on the importance of timely preparations and relocation ahead of this year's anticipated floods, as predicted by Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET. We have the details.
Dr. Ibezim, who reminded heads of the council areas that the flood outbreak is an annual incident in the state, emphasized on the need for them to always make plans to back up the state government's effort for the safety of their people, especially in the area of sensitization and evacuation of the people to holding centers. The deputy governor used the opportunity to call on members of the riverine communities to adhere to the state government's advice and relocate to holding centers on time during the flooding for their safety, reminding them that their lives are worth more than properties which they may be afraid of losing, as properties can be replaced, unlike life. He assured the state government's commitment to ensuring the safety and comfort of the would-be flood victims at the holding centers.
Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Local Government and Chieftaincy Matters has pledged its full legislative support to the Joint Account Allocation Committee, JAC, in advancing Governor Chukwuma Soludo's vision of transforming the state into a hub of prosperity and development. The committee chairman, Honorable Patrick Udoba, who also represents Anambra West constituency, pledged the support when he led members of the committee on a familiarization visit to JAC office at the Government House, Oka. Speaking, Honorable Udoba emphasized that the purpose of the visit was not to witch hunt anyone, but to foster collaboration. The majority leader and member representing Egusigo constituency, Sir Ikenna Ofodeme, along with Honorable Noble Igwe, representing Obaru constituency 1, and the member representing Orumba South constituency, Engineer Ima Nwafo, reiterated the committee's openness to assist JAC whenever required. The lawmakers encouraged JAC to actively seek legislative support whenever necessary, promising that the Assembly would always be ready to help. Federal government has been called to establish National Diabetes Center in Anambra State to aid people the treatment of diabetes mellitus. The call was made by a diabetes advocate, Lydia Okoli, at the 2024 Nurses Week of Students of College of Nursing Sciences, Department of Nursing, University on the Niger Teaching Hospital, Iyenogidi, where they also carried out sensitization campaign and free tests for diabetes mellitus at Nkwo Market, Ogidi. Staff reporter Ogochukwu Oranu tells us more.
The student nurses who came out in their numbers went round the market to educate the traders and conduct free sugar and blood pressure tests on the traders. The coordinator diabetes advocacy for the Nurses Week, Lydia Okoli, said that diabetes mellitus, which is a killer disease, is now rampant among people. Hence, their decision to bring the sensitization to the grassroots to make people to be conscious of what they eat and the need for them to always go for a comprehensive health check. Ms. Okoli, while thanking those who made donation towards the exercise, called for more partnership in raising awareness on the killer disease.
This is Students' Week. The theme is Notion on Diabetes Mellitus. And our people don't believe they have diabetes. Each time you tell them, come and check your sugar, they will tell you, I don't have sugar. So now we are bringing it to the grassroots so that people can be aware that diabetes mellitus is a killer disease.
In an interview with the ABS, the president of the Students' Union Government of the college Comrade Michael Ozoe said the Students' Week is organized yearly where salient issues concerning health are deliberated, and explained that diabetes was brought to the forefront this year as most people are unaware that they have it, while those who have it do not know how to manage it. Hence the free test and distribution of glucometer and strips donated by individuals.
We came here to this market to sensitize the people on how to manage the diabetes mellitus and also give out free glucometer.
The SUG Education Officer, Comrade Victor Obuli, helped on the need for diabetic patients to eat diet and go for checkups, calling on governments to create centers for diabetes-free checks in hospitals to assist diabetic patients. Some students, including Amarachi Anita, Mesoma Ugwago, educated the traders on diabetes mellitus, while a medical laboratory technician, Ifeoma Ajewu, spoke on benefits of blood donation, stressing that a pint of blood can save 3 lives, and urged those between the ages of 18 and 45 years to endeavor to donate blood at least 3 times a year. Some of the market women who benefited from the exercise thanked the student nurses for the free test and entertainment.
Well, see, I hear any BP, any sugar. I know, and then you or what more some marapona, wegu, in a Gaziana,
Distribution of free glucometer and vitamin C featured during the rally.
Of University on the Niger Teaching Hospital has today demonstrated that health is wealth. As you can see, I'm one of the beneficiaries of the glucometer that will help me to be checking my sugar level. Isn't it interesting? From University on the Niger Teaching Hospital, Iyenu, Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Chief Thomas Okonkwo of Uralo Village, Enuguku, in Njikọka local government area, has been initiated into the prestigious Ozongbo Enuguku no Munri Society. The ceremony, which held at his compound in Enuguku, was graced by great personalities in the community and beyond. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim now reports.
Colorful ceremony commenced with procession by Ndinze Nozo Enuguku na Umunri, from where he ushered them into his compound with a special traditional music, while decorating Chief Okonkwo after all the Ozongbo rituals and his initiation have been performed. The head of Ozo Enuguku na Umunri, Chief Raphael Okafor, assisted by other Ozo title holders in the community, called on him to always abide by the rules and regulations guiding the society, which among other things is to be honest at all times and ensure peace and sustainable development of the community. Chief Okafor described Ozongbo as the highest prestigious title in the community that is given to someone who has the virtues of honesty, good character, and must have contributed to the development of the town. On his part, Chief Okonkwo, whose also title name is Akwenwebe 1, promised that he will abide by all the rules and regulations guiding the society, as well as continue his philanthropy in the area. In their separate speeches, the president of Ozo Enuguku no Munri, Chief Dennis Anekwe, and the secretary of the society, Chief Jude Ekwinife, explained that Ozo Enuguku no Munri was instituted by the progenitor of the community, and giving it to people who deserve it is part of the ways of epitomizing and sustaining the Ozoship, which they said is the fundamental society bequeathed to them by their father. They described Chief Okonkwo as a great philanthropist who has contributed to the development of the community and touched lives positively.
The fear of God nobody. So the net is over. If you are child tata, oh Madudo, if you all, Funduni no answer no Mando and Aloro, Mando and Mira, all the mother kind of children in Muku. Already I can live on this a change of some band and a oh, I have interview or die interview. Eh? Very not a minute also so far came where.
The member representing Njikoka 1 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Chedi Ibemeka, felicitated with Chief Okonkwo and urged him to continue to use his wealth to promote peace in the community and alleviate the sufferings of the downtrodden in the society. Presentation of certificate of recognition to Chief Okonkwo by the traditional ruler of Enugu-Ukwu na Umunri, Igwe Raf Epe, was the climax of the ceremony. From Enugu-Ukwu, Chukwuemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, has deported a total of 61 foreign nationals from the country in August 2024. This is according to a report released by the service detailing its achievements for August 2024. NIS said the exercise is to address and curb the issue of irregular migration in the country. According to the report, the new visa policy facilitated 8,352 visas on arrival. Newsmen gathered that this is not the first time the Immigration Service has deported foreign nationals from the country. The NIS had between 2020 and 2022 deported 70 foreigners from Nigeria. 3 Israeli soldiers were shot and killed by a Jordanian gunman today at the border crossing between the West Bank and Jordan, according to Israeli officials. Israeli soldiers then shot the gunman dead. The attack, which occurred at the Allenby Bridge crossing between the occupied West Bank and Jordan, appeared to be linked to the war between Hamas and Israel in Gaza. The victims were men in their 50s, according to Israel's Magen David Adom Rescue Service. The IDF said that further soldiers were sent to the scene to detonate potential bomb threats. The crossing has seen relatively few security-related incidents since 2014, when Israeli security guards shot and killed a Jordanian judge they claimed had attacked them. The military said the gunmen approached the Allenby Bridge crossing from the Jordanian side in a truck and opened fire at Israeli security forces, who killed the assailants in a shootout. The Allenby crossing over the Jordan River, also known as the King Hussein Bridge, is mainly used by Palestinians and international tourists, as well as for cargo shipments. Authorities in Israel and Jordan said the crossing was closed until further notice, and Israel later announced the closure of both its land crossing with Jordan near Beit Shun in the north and Elliot in the south. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu condemned the attack and linked it to Israel's larger conflict with Iran and allied militant groups, including Hamas in Gaza and Hezbollah in Lebanon. The Israeli-occupied West Bank has seen a surge in violence since the war with Israel launching nearly daily military arrest raids in dense Palestinian residential areas, triggering a rise of Palestinian attacks on Israelis. Nigeria Falconets have reached the last 16 of the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup after defeating Venezuela 4-0 in the final group at the Estadio Olimpio Pascual Guerrero, Colombia on Saturday night. Amina Bello, Chiamaka Okuchukwu, and Flourish Sebastian all second in the first half to put Christopher Danjuma's side in firm control before Joy Ibokwe added more gloss in stoppage time. The victory is the Falconets' second from 3 Group D matches, with Nigeria amassing 6 points and same as Germany. In the thrilling encounter, Okuchukwu set up Bello to slot in the opener on 16 minutes before she scored the second with a header on the 28th minute, and Sebastian was on hand to tap in deep into the added time of the first half for the third goal. The Falconets then netted the fourth in added time after 90 minutes as Ibokwe, on a substitute, scored a screamer from distance with the last kick of the game. Nigeria is set to face the top-ranked country in Group E, a slot to be taken by either Japan or Australia. The tie will take place on September 13. To end the news, let us bring you this message. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Oka, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points before we go. Anambra State government has tasked riverine communities on timely preparation as plot looms. Anambra legislators have pledged legislative support to JAC. Nigeria Immigration Service has checked irregular migration, deported 61 foreign nationals in August. And on the foreign scene, Jordanian gunman has killed 3 Israeli soldiers in the West Bank. Let us bring you the special message before we go. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that is on the news for tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. Gachifo.